London Heathrow Unicum, EZ208 Mike is taking off runway 9 right, departing east.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be taking out this A319 from here from London Heathrow. We'll be hopefully it's party two. I believe it was going to be two set right for us. Two set left works as well, but and we're going to get a head down on the Det 2F SID, and we're just going to make our way down all the way to Venice, LIPZ. Um, Set us up on the LB star with a RLS approach to 4 right. That might change. Like I said, right now it's looking like 4 right's not a great place to land. We might have to come in on 2-2 left, 2-2 right. Um, I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to be flying as British Airways today, which reminds me, I forgot. It's been so long. And that is my bad. British Airways Speedbird. And of course, I am a member of the Virtual Alliance, so I can fly these routes with them. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and stow the bridge for now. We're going to go ahead and attach the tug. While we're at it, we're going to turn on beacon lights, turn on passengers, and it is a fully functional cockpit. Well, you can't touch anything, but all the displays work, so we will be uh, primarily using that no HUD. But for now, go ahead and get our push going. Right. Go ahead, start engine 2 here. Always sucked at pushing back. Not gonna lie. Alright. Detach this tug, and we have engine 1 on. Go ahead. Get this going here. Alright. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all had a great Friday. If it is Friday for you, if not, happy whatever day it is. It's a weekend. Take a break, y'all deserve it. Unless you work this weekend, then I'm sorry. And hopefully you get your weekend soon. Alright, let's see. Alright, I forgot to put our flaps down. Let's go ahead and get a taxi. We're gonna do 210 right.
London Heathrow Unicum, speedbird 109 Victor Alpha, taxiing to runway 27 right.
Alright. Get taxiing. Uh, you know, when
London
the
Heathrow Unicorn, Redwood 025 Victor Alpha, taxiing to runway 9 right.
when the weather permits, flying out of British Airways Terminal 5 is really nice because it's kind of right there, get and go. When doesn't, it's kind of a long drive. Taxi. It's fine though. Get this rolling. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday. I know things are a little crazy out in the world right now, but it's okay. Just keep on trucking. That's what I say. All right. Looks like we had a little bit of power still added. All right. I think last time we saw each other was during the IFC event, um, March Midway Madness. That was a good event. Uh, shout out to the organizer. Uh, and then I think Dan ended up live streaming that, so shout out to him. Hope he had a good fight. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Um, I know I did. It was good. A little chaotic there, but
London Heathrow Unicorn, Redwood 025 Victor Alpha is taking off runway 9 right, departing east.
did I miss something? Let's change. No, I think it's just kind of one of those. Both green, so gonna he's gonna use it, even though I think everyone. Oh, it looks like I'm doing the opposite. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Was not paying attention. That is my bad fault. My fault. All right. Nice. So yeah, hopefully we get to do that soon again. I haven't seen anything, but I haven't been exactly on. It's been a busy week for me, so we'll try to sneak in some more events. I'm probably gonna be hopefully live streaming um, Call of Duty Mobile. Give it, I've been on that for I've been playing it for a little bit, on and off really. It's a great little game. Not the same as the actual Call of Duty, but um, you know, you're on the road as often as I am, and you appreciate mobile games a little differently. You know, no, it doesn't beat a computer. No, it doesn't beat a console. Um, no, there's no comparison between the two. You can't compare the two. Any day of the week, PC and consoles will win, but um, I think they're good little. You're jet lag, 6 p.m. Just flew from East Coast to Hawaiian time. You're in your hotel room. You're ready to eat dinner. You're like, I don't really want to go out tonight. It's my first night. Just got off your plane not too long ago. It's a good way to pass the afternoon. Just relax and play on your phone or iPad in my case. Um, all right. Let's go ahead and answer hold it short for now.
London Heathrow Unicum, speedbird 109 Victor Alpha, holding short runway 27 right.
Looks like I have no one in the. I have no one in the area, so we're gonna go ahead and take off. We are departing. I'll call that south departure.
London Heathrow Unicum, speedbird 109 Victor Alpha is taking off runway 27 right, departing south.
So yeah, we'll we'll go ahead and get some kills on there. I really don't like though. One thing about Call of Duty Mobile versus like on the console or PC. I'm not a great gamer. Never claimed to be. Um, Never, typically on a good game, um, my KDR is just under one or is one. Um, right, let's go to 50%. Go to the parking perks and all the way to 100%. But for some reason, it has to be said that on we have liftoff. Gear up. I think it did a pretty steep approach takeoff. Let's go ahead and bring her down. Oh, oh. I should have lowered her down myself. Yeah, I need to really stop relying on my autopilot so much. Uh, Power, bring up my flap a bit, and if we are going to be at 37,000 feet today, we are in the odds of this. Let's go ahead and get our LNAV up. Bring it up another one where I think I overshot it already. That's fine. Anyways, like I said, never been a big Call of Duty top player. I think the best I've ever done in all the games I've played was I placed top three. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I'm gonna bring it down to 220. We gotta make a bit of a steeper turn because I screwed up. My fault. My fault. Um, that game, I could tell by the chat that it was just a group of younger kids. I think there were like three adults. The other two adults came ahead of me. And even then, I think it was not that great. It was like 8, 12. My 8 kills for me, 12 deaths, something like that. Regardless, it was. It wasn't, in the grand scheme of things, it was not, uh, like that great. But Call of Duty Mobile, I've just been like raking it in at like 20-1, 36-0. Like I just doesn't feel right, like the kills don't add up. It's not right. Let's go ahead and tune out. The Unicron don't want to be flooded. Um, and we're losing power here. Gotta pay attention. Uh, we're gonna butter this landing now. We're gonna butter it. We're gonna make up for all the mistakes, and we're gonna butter it. Guys, yeah, Call of Duty Mobile. It's been a fun game, but I'm just I don't know if I have like an aim assist on. Like I know like they they turned it on for between console and PC players. Um, uh, sorry, I'm not saying I'm playing the right way. Definitely, I think one of my settings is off, but yeah, I haven't had the time to just sit there and because by the time I play it again and I remember, I'm like, I'm in mid game. All right, I'll take care of it after. And then I go to bed and then I forget about it. And 2 days later, when I'm sitting in an airport just waiting, I'm like, oh, let me play, and then I'm mid game again. I'm like, ah. So it's definitely not my highest priorities. But I'll probably sit down once I stop streaming and look for it. Famous last words before I pop off and forget about it again. Um, I just realized I set that to 240, huh? I should control it myself. We're above 10,000, so we can turn off our landing lights. And let's reduce this to 1800. We want smooth altitude increase. Yeah, we're not looking for anything too major. Um, anyways, so, but again, still a fun game. Like, this is a fun game. And I do use the auto approach in this one. I do some manual landings. Some slow. Like I said, I'm not a great gamer, so these assists do help me, but I think I'm not a fan of the Call of Duty one. It's something to be left desired, I should say. Um, so we'll see. Uh, uh, we'll see what you guys think. We'll stream it. We'll show face on it. Uh, you know what? I just realized I can actually increase my speed. Um, So, so we'll see. We're oh, I was not paying attention. I I'm really gonna need a butt of this landing to make up for all these mistakes. Just overstressing the aircraft. So, we'll stream it. We'll see what you guys think, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Um, definitely, definitely want to showcase it. See what like I said, see what you guys think. All right, so we're off. We should be there in an hour and a half, supposedly. We'll see once we get up there, once we get cruising altitude, how much that actually cuts out. Um, um, and anything else you guys want to see, I'm open to try out new things, especially since it's a newer channel. Well, I've been using this channel for quite a while. Uh, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had this channel for quite a while. I've never done anything with it. It was always like, ah, I want to do it, I want to do it, but I think it's like going to the gym. You just gotta put on your shoes and do it. But just getting to that point though, sometimes it's like, I gotta set up, I gotta tweak. I still haven't even gotten perfect. Mm, I've been trying to get it working for quite some time now. Uh, I've been trying to get it over for some time. Um, and so finally I started doing it. Uh, Sorry. It's that time of year where allergies just kick in and it's just beating me right now. So, yeah, you guys give me ideas. There's so many games on phones nowadays and iPads that it's uh, so many routes, so many not routes, so many things out there now. All right, we're at 25,000 feet now, flight level 250, and we are nowhere closer to cruising altitude, but that's fine. And all right, let's go check our map out. All right, so we're about to cross the channel and fly into. I want to say that's Belgium or Luxembourg. I feel like I should remember this. Germany invaded Belgium. Yeah, in a movie that surprised absolutely no one. That's right. That's right. So looks like we're crossing the right channel. I wonder, this guy's Redwood. Where are we going? Oh, you're not going the same way I am. A little bit. You're going for a long flight. Yeah, that's another thing we could do. We do a long flight. It's gonna be much harder to do. Uh, I tend to not do more than 2 hours trains. It's not my favorite thing. Uh, I try to keep it under 2 hours. Sometimes I go over just because you know, you guys, if you guys saw my last stream, Midway event, you guys saw why it's just taking off is such a draw. I don't blame anyone. No one's fault, but holy moly, like it is, it was, it's a long takeoff queue. Uh, so, uh, uh, so we'll see. We'll see, how long this one takes. Like I said, I'm trying to. We're down to an hour and 18 minutes. I think we can get it just under the 2 hour mark. We're at Mach 85, so we're doing good. We're at flight level 300. So we're cruising up to flight level 370. I think we forgot about our passengers. We're gonna do that. Okay. All right. Hope all goes well. So what's new with you guys? Anything new? No. Is that over the channel? You know, I've flown over the channel. It still freaks me out that I can actually, on a clear day, see the whole channel. Still a, it's, it's if you guys ever get the opportunity to, it's a great flight. It's great. Um, Clear day. It's gonna be hard to pick what side, what window seat you want to take. Just depends on how you fly in. But typically, that day I flew on the left side, and it was beautiful. So, so I would highly recommend it. It's crossing the English Channel. I would say is in my top 10 uh, flights, like real life flights that I would recommend doing. Especially if you get a like pilot who's like pretty pretty good with his I wouldn't call it etiquette. I mean, most pilots are pretty good with etiquette. It's more of their like social skills. Uh, he'll call things out. Like sometimes, like I had a great pilot. I think this was in my top five for sure. I landed in Hawaii. Landing in Hawaii is something exciting on a beautiful Hawaiian day. Not stormy, not anything. Just maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny. It was sunset, so I was already sitting on the left side, but I got to see the sunset over the water. That was pretty cool. And then when he turned around, he kind of was telling us, on the right, we're passing, Diamond Head. Um, if you look to our left now, he was kind of telling us where we were. It was American Airlines. Um, and it was just overall very beautiful. Just the mountain range there in Hawaii, water, the way it shimmied. I guess shimmy's not the right word. Oh, looks like we're at our cruise altitude. Sweet. Now we're just gonna make it better on the landing, and we'll make up for everything. I think. Probably not. Probably not. But we'll try. Uh, we'll try. But yeah. English channel, like I said, it was actually a clear day, which uh, to a lot of people that was like apparently unheard of. Uh, apparently it rains a lot in England. To be fair, I didn't stop and look around in England. I was catching a connecting flight, so uh, it was fun in London. Unfortunately, I didn't have fun in London. Is what I mean. As much as I wanted to, but uh, it was beautiful. It was just uh, I think it was a midday flight. I want to say it was a midday flight. Um, can't remember exact. I can't remember exactly. Uh, yeah, I think it was a midday flight. It was just beautiful, clear skies. The waves were looked like they were a little choppy, but uh, I got to see a beautiful scene and seeing the land masses how really close apart and yet still so far apart they are. It's hard to grasp it. So it was fun. I liked it. Uh, Feel free to share with me your guys' top five flights that you would recommend. I mean, if I can, I'll try to do them. I It's a little harder sometimes nowadays. I do fly a lot, but I barely leave the U.S. anymore. I think I haven't left the U.S. in years actually. For COVID for sure, which is really really depressing, but it's the way it goes. And if you've been able to leave the country since COVID, congratulations. Hope you're staying safe, though. You're doing it safely. Um, I know whether or not you believe in it, that's your opinion. But I know there's been a lot more than just COVID. It's been try and take advantage of the situation. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's a different world. I mean, not really different. Humans have always tried to take advantage of one another, but it's maybe just for me, it feels like a different world because of how uh, I don't know. I just felt safer before COVID. I mean, I still took the normal precautions, but yeah, definitely, def, definitely different. I think the last flight I took. Let's see, what was the last flight I took? Let me look real quick here. It was in Virginia. Oof. Or, Virginia. I actually, funny enough, I actually had one of my friends. Uh, Shout out to Ari if she ever watches this. I doubt it, but she's ATC. She was working approach for that day, and apparently she got wind I was on that flight, and so she did something pretty cool. Contacted the pilot, let them know. So they did a nice little call out for me, which was real nice. But yeah, Chicago. Actually, I think not Chicago. Virginia. That was a good, interesting trip. I think I said this in my last trip, but if you go through Chicago, and it's your connecting airport, not your final destination, connecting airport. And you land in one terminal, and you have to go to the other. Wear comfortable shoes. Wear comfortable. I'm the type of guy like who will get the shorts, get a t-shirt, get flip flops, and relax. You know, I don't invade your space, but I also try to make myself comfortable. It's some of these flights I go on are long, and so I regretted it. Like going to Chicago, I regretted it. It's funny. I've as all the years I've been flying, this is the first time I think I've had a flight in a completely opposite side of the airport, and so it showed. It it showed. So yeah, don't do what I do. Don't don't wear flip flops at a connecting airport like Chicago. Yeah, not gonna lie. I think I made it within a few minutes to spare, but I was hurted. I think I only had like half an hour to begin with. But, let's check where we are. And yeah, alright, looks like I'm over Belgium now. Redwood's still out there, and then I passed through Germany before getting into looks like La Boat. We're going, yeah. Uh, so yeah, we're not that. We got an hour left. Yeah, probably just shy under the 2 hour mark. So, but yeah, Virginia's a fun airport to fly into. You fly approach I flew in had me mostly over the water, even though it came in from the west coast. I came in from Chicago technically, so I don't know if it's not west coast, but it came in from the northwest. Uh, and the approach had us over water. It was a pretty nice approach. I got to see the some of the ships from the naval base, which is always pretty cool to see from the sky. Uh, Shout out to all my homeboys and homegirls on those ships. Glad to see you're on port. The ones underway. Sorry. Hope there's no steak and lobster. Hopefully it's or you don't find out you're being extended on CNN. True story. Happened to my buddy. Uh, that was a funny email to read. But it was a good approach. I think the one thing I liked about that was I flew into Norfolk specifically, and it wasn't a huge airport. It was relatively small. It was relatively run down in a way. Like you could tell that it needed some renovations. It's been there a minute, but I think the thing I liked about it though is just felt a little quaint in a way. Like hey, so uh, uh, so it was yeah, it was a good little airport. I was not a fan. If anyone from Norfolk Airport ever listens to this, I really hope so, but I doubt it. Um, yeah, a little update to the lines would be smarter, and not just TSA line. The TSA line wasn't actually that bad. Though some of the other lines like rental car, baggage, everything, it and you guys are working with a crowded area. It was very narrow, but mm, y'all could have done a little bit better job there. Shout out to my homegirl who got me my rental car out there. Uh, I always love going out to that area. Everyone's so nice and so polite. I'm sorry. Like, I know the West Coast always tries to, at least what the media portrays that with, and the way people come off as West Coast is always like, oh yeah, we're super caring, super inclusive, super. I'm sorry, no. You will. There are other parts of America. I will say this. I've been Virginia, Georgia, uh, uh, I can't remember its name. I'll come back to that one. Virginia, Georgia, um, Pensacola, uh, Cape Canaveral, Orlando, Cape Canaveral, Orlando, same area basically. But let's see, uh, Alabama, where there's a couple other places I've been to. But they were like super sweet, like the southern nicety, southern comfort was kind of there. It was like southern hospitality. That's what I'm looking for. Like, yeah, story time. We were in like up to Norfolk. I landed. Everything was peachy. Everything was good until we found out my car was given away. Problem. Working for my company, who works for the government, upgrading a car isn't the easiest thing to get accomplished. Let's just say I've never heard of it. Usually they have to give you a free car. Now, Uh, the old lady behind the counter was super sweet. Like she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We leave your car away on accident. Not sure who did." Like she was super sweet, super kind, and already was like, mind you, when I read through Avis, Hertz, and all these others through the government direct or by myself without getting my company involved, I always get a free upgrade whenever they give away my car. Never fails. But some reason, when I get my company books the car for me, we don't have any cars anymore. Is there a chance you could pay for the like what? Just because I'm business doesn't mean I get business options. Like I'm sorry, my company is of the standard operator of hey, who costs us the least? That's who we're gonna keep. Who makes us the most and who costs us the least? You can make a lot of money for a company, but if you're costing them almost as much, they're not keeping you. So, but now she was super sweet, and I booked this through my company and she helped me get a car. I ended up getting a Charger, Challenger, 4-door one, which was super nice because it had a bunch of. It was an upgraded one. You can tell this was not like the normal run of the mill rental, like the basic tier, the basic level. This was can't describe it because I don't know Dodge that well, but in terms of like Ford, this was not your Ford XL. This was like your Ford Platinum, your Ford King Ranch, like at Ford F-150. Like you can tell this one was one of the few that they and so I got upgraded to that, which was super cool to drive around for 2 weeks. Uh, mm, Gas, not so much, but it was better than the price I was paying back where I live. So I didn't complain. And the company reimbursed me, so well, that one wasn't too big of a deal. Um, but yeah, super sweet. Uh, and everywhere I went in the, I didn't stay in Norfolk. I actually had to go up north, about an hour away, outside of Norfolk. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Norfolk, you've been there." So I've heard it's not a great area. I can't attest to that. Don't hold me. Don't shoot me. Don't tell the messenger. Uh, and 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 yeah. So I didn't say this. I didn't. Everyone up there was super sweet. I got lost, and like it was one of those areas that just my phone was not. I had 4 bars LTE. I was just like, reload. No, reload. Why aren't you working? You it's like when you get lost, you're like, you look at your phone. I'm like, okay, I have 4 bars, and you hit something. It's like, and that was a lie. All right, cool. That was basically that. Where are we? We're coming up on Germany. So uh, everyone there was super super sweet. I will say this: the specific part of Florida that I was, not Florida, Virginia that I was hanging around. Oh, you guys are very strong about your politics. You guys clearly. I went there during this recent election, and you guys picked one side, and it was kind of very unified. And kudos to you. It's always nice seeing a very unified community. Um, Kind of took me by surprise, to be fair and honest. I come from California, which a lot of people are like, "Oh, California, it's mostly Democratic." And in the bigger cities, yes, I don't live in the bigger city. Where I live, it's split, and it's very obvious split. You got the Trump supporters, very very obvious Trump supporters with their MAGA hats and their red and white or white and red flags of "Make America Great Again," and then on the flip side you have your very strong Joe Biden supporters, very strong Hillary Clinton supporters. Ah, maybe not so much Clinton, but it was definitely I definitely saw a strong connection for Joe Biden and definitely a strong for Bernie Sanders. And I while I don't agree with either of you uh, completely, just to be clear, um, it's very annoying to see that we're very split because it creates tension, and that's not how we resolve politics in the U.S. But yeah, kudos to you guys. I really love the unification. I'm not gonna say which person you're supporting this last election. If you're from there, you know. If you're not from there, don't worry about it. Just know, very strong people, very strong in their belief, and kudos to them. But overall, very beautiful area. Very, I liked a lot of the old museums. I like a lot of the history you guys got out there. Uh, and then I got to go visit Washington D.C. For the second time while I was out there, which was pretty cool. Uh, it was a cool place, great place. I will say this though, um, for those of you who have friends in the D.C. area and you decide to maybe drink a little, it is never wise and never encourage this. And I definitely did not do this myself. I definitely don't recommend going up to the the Hoover building, the FBI building up in D.C., and talking to the FBI agent the uniformed FBI agent that patrols the area. Um, not in your best interest. Not your best interest, especially for drunk. But I've never done that at all. But yeah, it's a great area. A lot of good food. Um, uh, drive was beautiful. I've never had more. No, second most beautiful drive. Third would be going from Pensacola to. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember, and now it's gonna bug me. Um, it's about an hour east of Pensacola, uh, which is really annoying because I was stationed out there, so in Pensacola for a while. Uh, yeah, I was just there not too long ago. It was Eglin. Well, I don't think it's Fort Walton Beach actually. That's right. That's right. But um, that was number three for me. Number two would be the drive from DC or from Langley, Virginia, up all the way up to DC and then back. Very foresty, very beautiful, uh, very relaxing. Like, mind you, just gonna put this out there. Y'all State Patrol scared the bejeebus out of me. Now, I've been to a lot of states, and I've seen different police cars. I've seen black and whites, all whites. I've seen grays. I've seen blacks. I've been to Hawaii. I've seen that they have the opportunity to bring their own car to work. So I've seen the rare weird ones there. Uh, I've fun side story. I was pulled over by Mercedes AMG my first time ever in Hawaii for speeding. If you've never been to Hawaii, be very careful of speed limits. It's much, much lower. As I understand it, it's to combat the traffic. Whether or not that's true, if it is true, that's not helping, in my opinion. But it was nice and relaxing to drive slower. I will say that. But I've seen a lot of police cars. I've been pulled over quite a few times. You know, not saying I'm the best driver I've well, let's see. I've been driving over a decade now, and I've only gotten 2 tickets, so I think I'm doing good. But one of them wasn't even my fault. That was the best part. But y'all's cop just scared me. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was Maryland or Virginia. But I was driving, and on the fast lane, this police car just starts slowly passing me. At first, I look over and I see the bumper stuff, the bumper, and I was like, oh, cut the cop, whatever. I wasn't speeding, didn't care. Yeah, I didn't have that heart attack. But I ended up freaking out because I looked over again and I was like, I've never seen one of them. And I was like ready to call 911. Like, I was like, it looked like they just took some stickers off Amazon and put them on the side of the car. It looked like they did the work themselves. Like, it wasn't like professionally done like most cop cars. Like, it, they look like poor made stickers. The antennas looked like they weren't that great. Um, car looked like it was not in the best shape. Like, it did. At first, I was like, maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe it's just that. But no, there was another car, another police car. It wasn't as bad. It looked a little better, but it still looked pretty fake. Not gonna lie, and I kind of having a like car skipping moment. Like, what's going on? Am I missing that? I called my buddy who works at the Pentagon area, and he was like, "Oh no, dude, that's just how they look. It's fine." Like, how is that? What? That's okay. That's how they look. But yeah, number two, my favorite drives. Number one would be Washington, close to Bangor, around that area. I worked I worked out in that area. Um, Specifically, I worked out of I would say an hour east of Bangor. I can't remember where exactly what the town was called, but very beautiful. And I should know because my first day there, I got lost on my way to work. I ended up actually getting so lost, I ended up turning on this road and ending up at a sheriff station, which was like mind blowing. Now, mind you, I had T-Mobile at the time, so not knowing how garbage T-Mobile was outside of my area, um, because the few places I'd been to by that point, and it was like maybe this is like the third time I've had to travel for in general for work. Um, I was still in the Navy then, yeah. Um, I the few places I'd been to at that point, T-Mobile was still great, so T-Mobile was never great, but I didn't realize that until I discovered AT&T and Verizon. I had a oh moment. So anyway, got lost, ended up in front of the sheriff station. You had no idea how. And then they gave me like they gave me help. Super cool people helped me out. And then so I was set back. It took me 2 hours to get there, even though it was only supposed to be an hour drive to my work. But very beautiful drive. And then I got lost on the way back, and it was kind of funny because I ended up making a wrong turn somewhere. Again, I didn't have GPS. I didn't have my phone, and I wasn't very like professional traveler at that point, so I didn't pre-download any offline maps on my phone. I don't even know if Google did it back then. This was like 2000. 2000 something point. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Google or any map service for that matter are allowed. But yeah, I didn't have any physical maps of the areas. I didn't take pictures of maps. I didn't even do map class. For those of you who remember that, I just kind of like, oh yeah, yeah, no, I'll be fine. I got my phone, and so I got lost on my way home. And it was funny. My girlfriend at the time, like, I called her as soon as I got off, and she's like, "How far are you?" I'm like, "About an hour." She's like, "Oh, okay." About 3 hours later, she's like, "Weren't you supposed to be in your hotel already?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I've passed the same rest stop, but 4 or 5 times now." Finally got pulled over. Apparently, the cop had seen me pass by a couple times and got suspicious. And I was like, "I'm like legit lost." And he kind of started laughing. He took me back to the that rest stop I had thought it was actually a small township. I don't know, very small. Um, I was like a kind of gathering area. They had a fuel diner. They had a little store, like kind of grocery store, like everything was kind of there. And he bought me dinner, which was a pretty cool thing. Took me out to dinner, um, and then kind of and then helped set me up for success. Drove, had me follow him till we got to a certain point, and then basically told me that he has to turn around, he has to go back to work, but if I go down that road, I'm eventually gonna run into a light, and I just gotta turn right and then take that all the way for about an hour and a half. It was I ended up driving for another like 2 hours just to get home, which was super annoying. Um, super annoying. And so, uh, but overall, it was a fun experience. I got to see a lot of it. Like I said, it was fun. Got to see something new. Um, a lot of life lessons learned. Uh, eventually, where you can you can download maps. So I started doing that eventually. Kind of the old map class thing of I looked it up beforehand. I typed in the addresses on my computer and I save paper. I screenshotted them and just saved them to my phone. But I started doing that, and then did some other things, took care of some other stuff. Um, like um, I had copy. I had copy a physical copy. I went to Walmart and bought like that physical book of the U.S. map. Uh, and yeah, I just did that pre-plan. Started pre-planning a lot better. It just saved me a lot of headache down the road. Ooh, we're gonna have a turn. Let's see. Ooh, we're gonna start a turn for North Germany. We're gonna start a turn. Sweet. Um, yeah, it was. We ended up learning a lot of life lessons. Something else I did starting after that part, I started buying GoPros and set them up so when I drove, I can just capture everything because there's some very beautiful landscape. You can. I'll share some. I'll probably share some to my Twitter down the road, but um, it's hard to do that now because the new GoPro heroes, they just overheat so quickly. I remember I used to be able to just kind of plug my original, I think it was like GoPro 2 at the time, GoPro 1, and plug it into a charger, turn it on, and just start driving. And I took it out for quite quite a while, like without a problem. Uh, Later, without intentionally creating it, I created a dash cam, so later that helped me for an accident that was not my fault. Thanks, Karen, for making my life miserable for like 6 months. Uh, and uh, so yeah, it was nice. Um, so yeah, it was good. Uh, I learned a lot. I still enjoy my trip. I'm actually getting ready to leave here this summer. My travel's kind of slowed down since COVID, which has been, we forgot to do, we forgot to turn on the VNAV, and only 126 taco miles. But because of COVID, but it is what it is. I'm playing. Oh, excuse me. So, uh, hopefully, we get to enjoy some of that. I do have some cool footage of my flight taking off from Hawaii, which I will share with you guys um, on Twitter down the road. I gotta import it, and for those of you who don't have a GoPro, importing is a bit of a process. It's overly complicated, dumb process. If that makes sense. It's real simple. Like it's simple dumb. All you gotta do is download the app and transfer your stuff over. But it's so complicated at the same time because now I'm just like, it's the only way to get full videos. Oh, but it could take a long time to transfer just the one video. And I got like, I stayed in Washington for like 2 days. I stayed in Virginia for 2 weeks. I stayed in Hawaii for a month. I stayed in San Diego for 8 weeks. Like, some of I have hundreds of videos. But what annoys me is like when I try to just do it the old-fashioned way, plug in the sim into my laptop or desktop and going, all right, pull it off. It pulls off, at least on the new heroes. It pulls. I think it does it on. It did on my old ones too. I haven't done. I don't have any of my old ones to check, but you just pull one after another clip. I think it's like a few minutes. It's just clips. So the only way to get the full videos to get is through the app, and I've gotten to the point where I'll just give up on some videos. Like it's much easier for me to buy a new video card, new SD card, to deal with it sometimes because it's like I just want a way to connect my GoPro, my Hero 9, Hero 10, to my laptop or my desktop via USB-C, via USB 2.0, 3.0. It doesn't matter whatever connection it has. It wants to facilitate and just open up. I'll work through an app and just copy it over, not download it, not transfer it over Wi-Fi, not transfer it over Bluetooth. Just copy it so I can put it in my iCloud, so I can go back and later edit it so I can post it for you guys. It's dumb because it's so simple to use. The app is very straightforward to how to use it, but it's complicated because there's only one. It only allows you to do it one way. So now, if I want to go faster, it piles up with complications of having to do it. Um, so well, I feel like I should have known you were there, but oh, they got the GPS monitoring up. That's pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, it's Pepsi. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Gabriel Iglesias. That's the scene. I don't know if you guys seen it. If you get a chance. But where he talks about how every commercial in Mexico is just overly extra in a specific department. I'm not gonna bring it up here. I'm not gonna go down that road. But at the very end, it's talks about Pepsi. Yeah. And then I think a Pepsi actually appears in front of him. I'm sure someone put on there. And he just makes a joke again. I don't know if that was right after or soon after, but uh, so yeah, go pros people. But yeah, let's check out this topic real quick. Actually, I don't know if I've flown this before. I've had to. There's no way. But oh yeah, I like this rebuild. I know this is rebuilt a little older, and I think this is one of the first ones that uses the actual digital cockpit, uh, which is pretty cool. But I know I will say they did they do need to polish some of the stuff like the I can read the GS489, the TAS 487 just fine, but the Chrono uh, kind of looks a little blurry. Like, just make it a little cleaner. I don't need it to work for what I have, but I know some people want it to work, but like at least make it cleaner. But I do like we get. I shout out to the Important Fight team. They've worked hard. I know right now they have some members in Ukraine, so hopefully they're staying safe, and we wish them best. Everything out there is terrible. Uh, I just want to let everyone know that I do not support the war in Ukraine. I support the sovereignty of Ukraine, and I don't like the Russians. A lot of the Russians, I will say that. The Russian people, I know you guys are suffering just as much as the Ukrainians are. I blame Putin and his supporters. Um, so if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Don't care. But no, yeah. But shout out to him from the fight team for doing a real good job on this, especially since I really think this is their first go at it. Uh, it's been so long. Um, I can't wait to see what else they do. Like, I remember, oof, I got Infinite Flight back when it was sections still. Like, you didn't even have the world map. I remember the world map, which was like, done, sold. I'm staying on Infinite Flight. And back then it was a lot like, what's that other? I always forget the name of that other flight simulator. At the time, I think the two were Aerofly. The two were kind of like neck and neck. Like, ooh, do I want to pay for Aerofly? Ooh, do I want to pay for Infinite? Ooh, which one do I want to pay for? But I think towards the end, the world map um, won me over. Especially, I know it's a subscription service to get most of this stuff, but like for what we get, for what we like, I mean, right here, this mountain range is beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna complain too much. Is the price high for some people? Yeah, a lot of money, but if you can afford it, it's a nice experience. But I think it's hard for me to say because it is not some greedy multi-billion-dollar corporation that's charging us up there just to make money. Like Infinite Flight is very small, it has a small team, and so I understand the price supports their servers and their work. Um, so it's kind of one of those happy medium. Like, do I want to? Do I want to pay $8? Oh, it's supporting them. So yeah, I will make that justification because, like I said, it's a small team. And they produce quality work. And I know they're not the fastest team, but they're producing. Uh, they're producing quality work. So yeah, it's come a long way. Uh, I think Aerofly is still stuck on the like sections of the map. They don't have full map yet, which they don't have a global map, uh, which is which is fine. Uh, at the time though, like Aerofly did have some good quality as well. Uh, Aerofly had some real good quality at the time. I haven't been on it in a while, so I can't tell you what it is now. But last time I did check, I will like I haven't checked the quality, but last time I checked, you still have to purchase each individual region, and I don't think it has every region from what I understood, which is, in my humble opinion, that ain't right. Like it ain't right. So, uh, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Aerofly, I don't know if you guys are a whole studio, if you guys are a few developers, but you can't recycle year after year the same game, market as a new game, and not do anything with it. Um, except update the graphics a little bit. It looked nice. It looked nice, but I mean, and now like Infinite Flight has the the bridges. Like pretty, it's pretty cool. Not the bridges, the jetways, like the moving jetways, the actual push cart. Uh, not the push cart. Wow. Uh, the tug, the pushback tug, and that's like what for. I know for like guys and explain and all that. Like that's like, yeah, we've had that for years. So for something that can run on my phone, that's pretty impressive. I don't care what y'all think. It's pretty impressive. Actually, I do care what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you think what Infinite Flight has done been impressive? Like, I've seen it. I've seen both sides. Like, I've seen the whole. Uh, 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 I've seen it. Like, it's come a long way, and I've seen the good and the bad, and I really want everyone's opinion on it because like it's important to know. Like, hey, where what do we think? Like, I don't know. I primarily play it on iOS. I primarily use my iPhone and my iPad. Maybe on Android it's not as great. Or maybe in typical Apple fashion, I'm behind. Ooh, we're descending. Uh, Alright. Downside to being at flight level 370 and descending down to 13 is it's gonna be a descent. It's, I'm curious if he just took off from, let's see, VHX. What are you? Who are you? Ian Walker? Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. I can't see them. Oh, it's 747. Alright. Alright, well, hi Ian Walker. I see you on the map. Um, but, yeah, no, let's talk about it. I want to learn your guys' side. I want to learn what you guys think. Like, I want reaction. Uh, Once upon a time, I thought Infinite Flight was, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest. Uh, and there's some Sims. I think X-Plane 10 at the time was like my go-to, or X-Plane 9. I can't remember which one was my mobile go-to for flying. Uh, it was so cool. Just me and a couple buddies would BFM, BFM on X-Plane with different military aircraft. I forget what they have. I want to say one of them is an A-10, just because I feel like that was probably my favorite thing to fly in that game. But yeah, no, um, yeah, I know there's a bunch of simulators out there now. I haven't been on X-Plane in a while. I haven't been on anything. Ooh, I'm trying to think. I've heard about some others one though. I know there's one called Real Flight Simulation, RFS. Not, not, not my cup of tea. It looks like they try to do a lot with short amount of time, and and it shows. Great idea. Poor execution, maybe? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Uh, well, let's go look at this weather report. So it is currently, uh, oof, all right, so it is currently 02 knots out of 300. It's broken at 070. If I'm reading this right, it's going to favor a 2-2, right? Let's get an auto approach in there. I think we can get an auto approach. I think we can do it. Who are we kidding? We're going to try it anyways. So, yeah, we're gonna do it. So, oh, there he is. Uh, so, what other flight simulators you guys know about? You guys don't mind telling me. Uh, uh, I want to hear about them. I'll try them. Maybe we'll put them on the channel. See what you guys think. Oh, what time is this? Tomorrow at 10. Well, we'll see if we can do this. Uh, we'll look. We'll see. I don't know what I got going on. Let's see. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I'm trying to look for him. See if I can. Yeah. I don't know who he is. Oh, alright. Found him. Found him. So yeah. Yeah. He's not on, but shout out to Mr. Ian Walker there. Another British Airways guy. And we're descending now. We're at flight level 236 already. Oof. I'm not paying attention. And as always, alright guys, we're doing our descent. Now, You'll get rid of me soon, I promise. Let's see. So what do we got going on here? Yeah, there's no traffic. I'm just gonna go for that 4 right approach, get the auto approach going. Oops, 4 right. Get that. Get on the ILS. Yeah, I'm not even nowhere near close still, but alright. Check how this is doing. It's doing good. We're at flight level 220. Alright, here I'm just gonna start dropping my speed. I've already have enough violations. Good, I don't want any more. I actually just got one today, I think, or yesterday. I don't remember. Um, I don't remember. Yeah, I just got one. That was my bad. I was ascending into LA. It was yesterday. I was doing a bunch of like hops between airports. I need to bring up my landing count and my flight hour count to get back to group 3. It'd been a while since I played, so I said out of San Francisco, Sacramento, or Fresno into LA. I don't remember which airport, but one of those. And I was just like focused over there. I got tunnel vision, focused on talking to ATC, which training ATC. My God, I know last time I was streaming, I was playing by ATC, but all is forgiven after I forgot how poor training ATC is. Straight up, kid you not. Dude was telling me to do 360 circles, descend to like 1,000 feet before he wanted to put me on the ILS for Los Angeles. Like, no, no. And the worst part is, I wasn't even like next to the airport. Like, I had put in my descent. I had my, you know, I had my star in, and I was like, what is going on? That's her. And then it was really annoying because at one point, ATC, this other ATC, different one, um, sets me up, brings me in, lets me descend the pattern I put in my map, and was like, cool. And lets me come in on a 2-5 right landing. I was like, alright, cool. And the tower was like, so I'm already coming to land. I call him out. The approach tells me to go to tower. I call tower, tell him I'm inbound on the ILS 425 right. Dude was like, no, I need you to go 24 left. No, I'm not gonna switch all the way to 24 left. And he tried like he was like, no, 24 left. And then finally he was like 25 left. And I was like, I hate to be that guy. I really hate to be that guy, but you can't tell me 3 different runways. If like wanted to go around, I wanted to do the proper thing, go around and maybe just get back to approach and be like, all right, you know what, just set me up on the ILS again, maybe put me on one of the ones he wants. And I did it the first time. I remember that much. I did it. I was like, all right, going around. Contact approach. I requested specifically ILS on 24 left. Straight up set myself up. Called inbound again, but this time on 24 left. Homie, straight up, tower goes, oh no, go to 25 right. Like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna land. I'm gonna be that guy. I felt bad afterwards, but I was like, no, no, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this. No. I'm sorry, but no. Uh, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to get into. But yeah, that was not my favorite moment. Like I don't like doing that to ATC, especially in training server. I know a lot of guys are learning there, but oof, ugh, it was rough. It was rough for sure. Like I wanted to bang my head against the wall. And then I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't even think this was possible on Infinite Flight because I thought that you couldn't just randomly pick planes out of your area. Um, I had Oakland Center keep telling me to switch to their frequency and contact them because I'm in an active airspace in Oakland, even though I was already talking to Elliot or Los Angeles Center or Los Angeles. I was talking to the approach there in SoCal to land in LAX. Oakland Center doesn't even, that's not their territory to begin with. So he kept talking like, um, who was I flying? I think I was flying Envoy, American Eagle, but Envoy 109. Please contact Oakland Center. You're in an active airspace. I'm like, yes, I'm in an active airspace, but not yours. Not yours, buddy. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's the yeah, trading service a bit of a it's something else. So I'm glad to be back on expert. I am not trying to sound like a jerk, but I know they need to learn. But oof, oof. I gotta take them in increments. I gotta space them out. I mean, I don't get a lot of ATC coverage here, unfortunately, and I've been trying to. I have had a hard time finding the ATC schedule on IFC. I know they pin it, but for some reason it doesn't always show up for me. I don't know if that happens to you guys. It's supposed to be pinned to the top, and it doesn't always show up. Uh, so, uh, so how we gotta do our flight spoilers because we are descending rapidly. Up, turn on seatbelt sign and our landing lights. Let's get ready for landing here. I'm not gonna descend further to 250 at the moment because we'll do that on that. Yeah, not descend, but yeah, it was that was harsh. Uh, I I didn't have a great time doing that. I wanted to kind of without sounding like a jerk. Uh, um, it was really rough. I wasn't I had a hard time with it. It sucked. and it was rough. My opinion. Oof, let's put that back on the arm since um, we're starting. How far are we from it? It's still not close, but uh, so again, I'm glad to be on expert where the ATC is a little more knowledgeable here. Like I said, not all of them are great. Some of them are still like learning. Some of them are curious how they pass, but we aren't gonna start fights. We ain't gonna go down that road. I know I went down that road already, but we're not going in again. But it's funny because I'll probably be doing some ATC on training myself, but probably not all. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna start anything. But yeah, uh, we're still defense test. That's uh, overall I have mm, I have a great time either way. I just I need to learn to stay away from maybe like LA or region on training center. Maybe go somewhere Midwest, somewhere less. Even then though, I've had it where before they've uh yeah, I'm gonna start slowing down. I've had it before where like literally someone will hop out and try to give me approach, counter, and ground as I come in, and then disappear as soon as I park. Like they weren't there. Then they popped in, like they saw that I was coming in or something. I don't know, like I don't know. And, or maybe they're like, oh yes, I'm gonna randomly pick this one airport I know. Oh look, I have an airplane. Just my luck. And immediately be like, there's something else, and then close. Uh, Now, mind you, if you are one of those guys who tends to hop in and you have an aircraft on final, do me a favor. I don't mind you hopping on to try to give me ATC, but if you catch me on the last bit and I'm on final, I'm lined up, I have the ILS for a runway, I'm like coming in already. Do not tell me go around. Do not tell me clear to land on a different runway. Do not try to take over and tell me what to do when I'm already almost done. It is a game. It's not real life. I know it is a simulator and we try to simulate real life, but do not be that guy. Uh, cannot tell you how many times it's happened where I'll be like, specifically training and it never fails. Um, okay, okay, we're just gonna do some weird bobbing, but it never fails where I'll be like, especially in training, on a flight, could be Hawaii, could be middle of nowhere, could be whatever, and all of a sudden I'll get a controller and I'll be like, fine, that's cool. I've really enjoyed like you guys are training, and then you tell me to go around. There's no other traffic but me. And I'm on the ILS or I'm set up perfectly or whatever the case may be. Not go around. Or coming in, case in point, I think. I was on approach to I was doing a touch and go. That's not touch and goes. Trying to remember the story. Hold on. Oh, I remember. Yes, I did a couple touch and goes, and then I did a um for Coast Guard virtual. I needed to showcase. I needed to record myself showcasing how to do a search, an area search, so we can use it for our training. And did that. I was coming in back to Mobile, uh, um, and there's two runways. Typically, we use the longer of the runway because we have the C-130 Juliet, and she's a big girl. She's a big girl, and Coast Guard likes to do some cool stuff like try to take off with as much weight as possible. You know, we do some stuff that isn't really like we try to jazz it up a little bit as we try to like we try to. Okay, we're just gonna turn on our flaps here because they're not flaps are spoilers. Clearly, we are descending very rapidly. Should have seen this coming. Um, but and I'm trying to remember the runway schematics for that. Uh, but it's two intersecting runways. Uh, it's two intersecting runways, and I'm trying to remember. It's I believe the big one. Let me look up real quick. Yeah, it's 3214. The small one's 3618. Uh, yeah, depending on the weather, but typically, I think most of the most part it's landed on 14 for the most part. Or very rarely have to I do 32, or at least the days I fly there. And I checked the latest weather report. I used the end game one. Used um, I used my phone. I have the 4Flight app, and so I checked, I checked the weather. I was like, oh yeah, cool, golden, sweet, and turn these off. And I'm not sure what happened, but the dude hops on and then immediately proceeds to tell me to go around, contact approach. I'll try to be a nice guy and listen, but and then sets me to land the complete opposite way against the wind. Like you should not be landing that way. Like at first, like when he told me to go around, I was like, is there something I don't know about? Like, there's no dots in front of me. There's nothing on my map. I was, but I was like, but he sent me up to go around and then try to vector me to come back and land the opposite way. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You don't do that. You don't do that. Um, you, you don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you, you right? How far? Yeah, I'm slowing down real quick already. I'm gonna keep it at 200. Uh, um, I'm sorry, you don't pop in and do that, especially since like we go like some of us do go into time and effort to do things the right way. And I'm one of the first people to tell you right now that Of course, there is someone there. Okay. That's not gonna be fun. Uh, this one, right? Lips. It's not lips. Lips. Archipelago. There we go. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. Yeah, that's not cool. It's not professional. It's not cool, and it sucks. You're you're throwing off a lot of like hard work that we are doing on our side, especially since like the by that point you are joining us at the end of our flight, not at the very very end. So if you're one of those people, I'm sorry, don't do it. Like I'm being nice and saying this. Like it's annoying. No one likes it. Uh, if you do like it, please let me know. Like I don't. And a lot of people that I've talked to in different members of infant flight, it's annoying. It's annoying, but mm, how far are we? I think we can announce about landing four right, right? Yeah.
Venezia Unicorn, speed but 109 Victor Alpha is 20 nautical miles to the southwest at 4,200 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 4 right.
Knowing that I'm barely 20 nautical miles out, I'm curious as to why this approach has you going out so low already. Like it feels like they set it up so you're super low already, which I don't know. It's weird. Let's keep it. I had approach soon, so let's keep an eye on that. But yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Like I said, if you enjoy being, even if it means that you're gonna be taking off at the very last second, I want to hear from you. I want to hear why. I want to get to know you. I want to be in your shoes. Like why? I find it to be one of the single most annoying things ever in infinite flight, and yet I'm not being rude to them. I don't want to be rude to them. It's not my intention. Um, but at the same time, like, dude, I know going around might not cost me a lot, but there's some days where I'm like coming in like I'm all right. We've picked up and we're going. Um, yeah, it's not my favorite thing to do. Do, 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 do. All right. I guess the question would then become, what would be my what would be my limit? Like I don't know. Like for here, I think that I'd be kind of annoyed already. Definitely under 10 nautical miles. Um, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think I did it too quickly. Now it's gonna start doing the bouncing thing that I don't like. I think I want someone like who's really good at doing these to tell me what I'm doing wrong. I always get like this weird bouncing effect on my auto approach. Um, I never have issues when I come to land manually, but for some reason auto approach has been a bit of a nightmare for me. On the Airbus 300 series in particular.
Venezia Unicorn, speedbird 109 Victor Alpha is on final, runway 4 right.
Uh, but I want to get to know like what do you guys think? Mm. The question is, what do you think? What do you guys think? What would be like the annoying, like really annoying? Um, I think for me it'd be under 10 nautical miles to the airport. Especially if I'm already established on the localizer and I'm already well on my way to land. Uh, um, I think if when I was still back there, I was like at 4,000 miles. I think I was still commenting like, why did it make me go so low? Um, I think I'd be fine there. Like I think that one would be okay with. I'd be okay with. Like if it told me to go around, I'd be like, alright, go around. Um, but at the same time, I've been right here. I'm like seconds from landing.
Venezia Unicorn, easy 1155, taxiing to runway 4 left.
I've been like mm, what, maybe 30, 40 seconds from like touching and been told to go around just so they can vector me in the way they want, to the runway they want. Like, no, right here, I'm not listening to you. I'm sorry. On training server. Um, Expert server, I've never had any major issues. I've had one where I got ghosted. Uh, I think it was an accident. Like at first, it was kind of like he wanted to fight me on it. Like, yo, you should have done this. I'm like, well, here's a video. I didn't do it. I think you meant to talk to this guy. Think you clicked on me on accident. I don't know. I don't see your guys' screen. I can't verify that's what happened, but based on what you're saying happened, based on what I saw from my side, and based on how close of proximity we were, stands a reason. Like, hey, all right. But no, it was not. But that shook a lot. Oof. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read the tapes on that one, guys. I think I hit it hard. Oof. And I'm exiting hard. Oof. Oof again.
Venezia Unicorn, speedbird 109 Victor Alpha, crossing runway 4 left.
Oh, 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 oh. Speeding, speeding, speeding. Yeah. Get these flaps up. Bring up the spoilers. Uh, uh. Uh, not sure. I guess I'm clear. Oh, there's the line. Right.
Venezia Unicorn,
My
speedbird
bad, guys.
109 Victor Alpha is clear of all runways.
It's not very prominent. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the line. I'm definitely clear of all runways, so we're safe there. Not not being in danger. It's some big terminals. Some big terminals. It's probably one of those where, but for the sake of it, and because I don't think I've ever live streamed this, I'm gonna have to do it a couple times. Slow down to about slow down too much. I want to slow down to about 5 knots. I've I've done these once. Oh, go right. Oh, don't go too right. Slow down even more. I've done these a couple times, and they're doing it this way. It's a lot more authentic. It's really hard. Ooh, break. I think we're pretty on the.
Venezia Unicorn,
Uh,
Easy 1155 is taking off runway 4 left, departing north.
let's go ahead and turn off our engines here. I'm gonna turn off the seatbelts. Everyone can rush to get their baggages, and then let's go ahead and wait. Those are up. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, turn off our beacon lights. Let's go ahead and get the bridge in. Oh, it's actually pretty cool that it shows it extending. That right there that is gnarly, guys. Infinite Flight Dev Team, that is gnarly. Like, it's actually extending. Yeah, there's still some little world, but for you guys' first go on that, that's pretty good. Um, and it's not like you guys made it look, anyways. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for us today. Thank you for joining us. If you catch the stream, thank you for being on the stream. If you're seeing this much later on, um, in a recording, cool. Don't forget to hit subscribe, follow, catch me on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. Y'all have a wonderful day, guys, and happy flying.